Well, hello and happy new year to you guys. As most of you guys know, my name is Courtney Owens, founder and CEO of the Body Emporium. I am here back again this Friday. One, to wish everybody a happy Friday and a definitely a happy new year. So we skipped Friday of Christmas, but that was just a little relaxing, take a break, and now we are back in effect with our fabulous Fact Friday. So thank you guys for joining me on another Fact Friday. I am just ready to begin this new year on a great note, and I know everybody is having tons of New Year's resolutions and things they're doing different this year. And I must admit, so I'm not a New Year's resolution type of gal. I am one of those girls that I'm more spur of the moment. I get most of my motivation from just making up my mind and deciding I'm going to do something different, bring something different to you guys, and that's sort of where I'm at with 2021. I am excited to see 2020 go, but not for the reasons most might think. So, because I just know that when something old goes out, then something new comes back in. So, I am really excited for what 2021 has to offer. I must say, 2020, with everything it had going on, was really, truly a blessing for me and my family. We just prospered in that time and a lot of changes happened. So I have no regrets for 2020, and I expect to make 2021 a more amazing year. So thank you guys for joining me again for another Fact Friday. Again, guys, I'm here every Friday bringing you guys tons of information on health, wellness, hair, skin, just about anything that you would be able to find on the Body Emporium is what I'm bringing to you guys every Friday. So this information I share with you guys on my Facebook. For the first time today, I am happy to say that I am going live from my other page. Most of you guys that follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Woman Warrior or the Body Emporium don't know about my lock page that I also have. So under Locksmith 2020, I share tons of information on that page about locks, my journey with starting to grow my locks. So definitely follow me there, guys. And I got some great new things coming for 2021. So most of you guys know that I launched my own hair lock oil. So all I have to do is get the labels on this oil, and you guys will be able to buy this right off the website at thebodyemporium.org, and also on my Instagram page under Locksmith 2020. So look for that in the next coming days. But let me just hop right into my Fact Friday. So for today, what I wanted to share with you guys is a right and wrong way. So there is a proper way to cleanse our hair, right? We have been talking all the month of December about hair breakage and what you can do to minimize the breakage that we experience with our hair. I have had almost no breakage since I've decided to lock my hair up. But before I had locks, there were tons of things I did with my hair, and I experienced breakage with my hair often until I began to realize. So this was over a course of many, many years, right? So I have 20 plus years in the beauty industry, and that's what I bring to share with you guys every single Friday. Just more information that you can use at home or even with your professional stylist. So, but most of the time, most people know I am a avid believer of that most of your hair care starts at home. So I'm just going to go through really quickly how the proper way for you to shampoo your hair. So first things first, when you are getting ready to shampoo your hair at home, make sure you guys are using lukewarm water. So that's very important that you're just using lukewarm water, meaning your water is not too hot, but yet it's not cold either. So you want to start out with that, and you want to just rinse your hair. Just have your hair under the water. Now, this process, what it does is it removes all that loose dirt, debris that could have built up in your hair, either from just being out in the environment or products that you put in your hair over a course of a week or 2 weeks or however often that you shampoo your hair. So you want to just run that water over your hair for a minute or two and not only saturate your strands of hair, but get rid of all that loose dirt and debris. Next, you guys you're going to go on to applying your shampoo. So a couple key things just so you can get the best use out of the shampoo or cold wash, whatever it is that you're using on your hair. Now, if your hair is, say, this length here that you see on the side of my hair, if your hair is that low, pretty much all over, you could probably use a dime size of your shampoo, save your product, and not use too much of it. So you don't want to really waste it, especially if you guys are using really good products, which you should be, because a couple of weeks ago, I just taught you guys how to read ingredients and make sure you are actually getting what you were purchasing. So if your hair is of normal length, so that means you have 4 inches or longer, you're going to want to use a quarter size of product in your hand at a time. So not too much product, because again, you're just going to rinse it on your hair and then shampoo it out. So a very important part of shampooing is you want to make sure you lather it in your hands first. So you don't want to get in the habit of just squirting the shampoo on your scalp or on your hair. You want to lather it up. That sort of activates it with the water that you already have in your hands, and apply it to the scalp region first. So this will just keep you from wasting tons of your product if you apply it closest to the scalp first. And then you just want to start a light manipulation all over your scalp. So you'll have the shampoo all over your hands, and then you just want to go right to the root of your hair, and that's where you want to begin to apply the shampoo. A couple reasons. This is going to give you the best lather is starting closest to your scalp, and that's where you want to do your initial cleaning first. So you're going to be using the balls of your fingers, right? So I know there's so many people that want you to dig in with their nails, or they want to use their nails on your scalp, or most people like that itchy, scratchy sensation, if you will, on their scalp. But properly, you need to be using the balls of your fingers, because not only are you removing dirt with the shampoo, another thing that makes the shampoo super important and imperative is that you're stimulating the scalp. And stimulation of the scalp is what causes our hair to grow. So it's just like getting a facial, except for it's on your scalp. So just how you stimulate your skin, you're stimulating your scalp, which ultimately gets those follicles, that blood moving in the follicles, and that is what causes maximum hair growth. So you absolutely want to get to manipulating your scalp, and don't worry about the long parts of your hair. Obviously, the shampoo is going to run to the longest parts of your hair because that's the part that's hanging down, right? So when you're doing that shampoo, you want to make sure that you are going in a downward motion. When you begin going to the long part of your hair, you want to be going in a downward motion, especially if your hair is a straight, or it can be natural. But you want to continue in the motion that is going to lay your cuticle down. Now, this will cut back on the amount of detangling that you're going to deal with once you get done with the shampoo process, which is very important, because a lot of people don't know that a lot of their tangles come from their shampooing techniques. And then when they go to comb through the conditioner or comb through after they've shampooed and conditioned, they're causing a lot of their own breakage in their hair simply because they're doing a shampoo improperly. So you want to always go with the direction of the cuticle on your hair, and that's going to minimize the tangle and minimize the breakage. So again, start from the scalp and then move to the ends. Now, a couple things happen when you do that first lather. That first lather is really just to remove the debris and the dirt that's laying on top of your hair. So you want to make sure you get in there, get a good lather going. And when you don't get a good lather, that simply means that your hair is more soiled than you may have imagined. It's just like anything else. If you have more oil than you have soap, then it is what it is. So that's going to require you to repeat these steps. So, good question. How many times do I shampoo my hair? Well, that's super easy. We shampoo until it's clean, right? So that's what we're going to want to do. You want to apply that shampoo until the suds that run off of your hair are still white, until it's clear, until when you're rinsing, you aren't seeing any dirt or any brown water or soiled water, or you're not seeing any residue in the water when you're rinsing. So that is when you know that your hair is clean, right? So you want to make sure you're rinsing all the shampoo out of your hair. So it's best to start with your scalp, get it clear from your scalp, and especially if your hair is natural, you're gonna possibly have to part in between your hair to make sure you get all that shampoo out. When you have textured hair like we do, and you're dealing with curls or coils, our hair holds a lot of water, a lot of product, and a lot of soap. So even if you're using a cold wash, you want to make sure you are separating that hair and allowing the product to run out of that hair. That's going to give you maximum cleanliness, because you're not going to want to leave any of this product in your hair, especially if you're using a shampoo that's containing a detergent of some sort. You're definitely not going to want to leave any of this residue in your hair. It could potentially cause extra buildup on your hair over time. So make sure you are rinsing all the shampoo out of your hair. Now, once you're done doing that, we're going to move on to the conditioning stage. So once you've cleansed your hair, you've seen that the suds are running clear, and you know that you're dealing with a clean head of hair right now. All right, you're done shampooing and you're getting ready to move on to the conditioner. Once all that soap is out of your hair, you're going to want to lightly wring your hair out. Just lightly. Again, you're being careful of the cuticle on the shaft of your hair to not tangle your hair. So make sure you are wringing your hair out just slightly to remove all of the water. Remember when we talked a couple weeks ago, I told you guys that our hair is able to absorb 2 to 3 times the water that's in our hair naturally. So you can imagine if you go to put conditioner on your hair and you have not wring it out first, your hair does not have a chance to absorb that conditioner. And this is by far the most important part of shampooing our hair, is making sure the conditioning agents get into our hair. So that means we're going to have to get rid of the extra water that's in our hair and then allow our hair to absorb the conditioner so we can get the maximum benefit from the conditioner that we're putting in our hair. Makes sense? Okay. So once you get that conditioner in your hair, it's a couple things I want you guys to do and keep in mind. Keep in mind that you don't want to take the conditioner, rub it in your hands, and plop it on top of your head. That is not going to give you the maximum potential of the conditioner that you're using. You guys are going to want to take your hair and split it into sections and apply the conditioner to each section of the hair. Doing that is going to ensure that you get conditioner from root to tip. That is what your goal is when you are applying conditioner. And two things that most people forget when you guys are using shampoo or conditioner. It's okay to put the product on your hair and let it sit there for a second. Just have a little patience. Allow the product to do what it is designed to do. This is true for shampoo and conditioner. So if you are trying to loosen up dirt and debris, it's just like when you are washing dishes. If you run dishwater, when you put your dishes in there, if you allow the dishes to sit in the sink for a couple minutes before you then begin to wash them, the stuff comes off much easier, right? It's almost as if the soap and water had a chance to activate and do what it's designed to do. There's no different when you are shampooing and conditioning your hair. Give the product time to sit on your hair, do what it's supposed to do, loosen up the dirt or loosen up that cuticle for the conditioner, get into your hair, and then you're going to want to begin your manipulation. So with the conditioner, one or two things that you can do. Now, me as a stylist, I am not only cleansing my clients' hair, I'm striving to give them a relaxing experience. So this is when I take the time to massage the scalp. I just massage the scalp and get it to where not only I'm stimulating those follicles for hair growth, but I'm also distributing that product evenly all over the hair. And most of the time, I'll want to take a white tooth comb, and this is something I can't wait to get to this. Um, will be the different combs and brushes and detangling agents and brushes that we were able to use on our hair. I will be doing a tutorial over that just so you guys will know that there are different things, there are different products, different combs and brushes that are used for different reasons. And that way it'll distribute this product all the way down the hair shaft. Now, once you've done that with your conditioner, you're going to want to let it sit on your hair at least 3 minutes. So whether that is just sitting on your hair 3 minutes and you're not touching it, or whether you're combing it through your hair and that's taking 3 minutes or more, those both qualify. Now, if you're looking to get a deeper penetration, you're going to want to add heat, cover the hair, and you can do that a number of ways. If you have a sit under dryer, go ahead and throw a bag on your head and have a seat under that dryer and allow the heat to open up the cuticle so you can get that in deeper. Or you can simply wrap your hair in a warm towel and it will do a similar effect, a similar steaming effect. And that also opens up the cuticle and allows that product to penetrate a little deeper into your hair. So what do I mean when I say penetrate deeper? What I mean is when we apply warmth to our hair cuticle, it opens the cuticle up and allows product to slip in between. So that's what I mean when I say penetrate deeper. It actually is penetrating deeper into the shaft of the hair when you apply heat. Okay, moving on. So then you're getting ready to rinse your conditioner. Now, if we just went over heat opens up the cuticle so it can get in, what could be next, right? Cool water is going to close that cuticle and allow that product to stay in longer and better. Same thing with color and anything else you've put on your hair that you want to maintain inside the shaft of your hair. So when rinsing out your conditioner, it's super, super important to use cool water. That's going to close that cuticle up and maintain a lot of the moisture, whether that's moisture conditioner, whether that's protein conditioner, whatever that is, it's going to maintain that in your hair and you will see the effects of that product last a whole lot longer. So you're going to want to rinse your conditioner out with cool water. Now, most people do not have a microfiber towel. Now, these are the best towels that I've noticed that you can dry your hair with. Now, depending on the style that you're going to use with your hair, then it's going to depend on how much water you want to take out or leave in your hair. So obviously, if you guys are wearing your hair straight or you have a chemical in your hair and your hair is relaxed, you're going to want to take as much of that water out of your hair before you sit under the dryer or before you are blow drying your hair. Now, if you're wearing your curls, you're wearing your coils, you're wearing and rocking your natural tresses, don't be afraid to leave 50% or more of that water in your hair. So your hair may still have a few drops coming from it, and then begin to add your product. If you leave more water in your hair when you begin to add your product, it will mix with your product a lot better. And this is definitely for curls, definitely for wearing your hair curly, wearing your natural tresses. That's going to bring out the best curl pattern that you guys are trying to get. It's going to be maximum benefit for your style. Now, one of the key things that I find very useful, and that is with any texture of hair, is when your hair is wet, is when you need to begin adding the moisture. So while the water is in your hair and your hair is more accepting of moisture, go ahead and put in your serums. Go ahead and put in your coconut oils or your olive oils or your shea butters. Go ahead and get that in your hair while it's wet. Because what happens when our hair begins to dry? It begins to shrink up and begin to tighten. Well, if you want to hold moisture, you need that moisture to be in your hair before it tightens. Because once your hair shrinks up or tightens back to its original shape, the product you apply on it now is more often than not simply lying right on top of your hair and has not penetrated in to give you maximum benefit for that product. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. If you're going to blow dry your hair, you're going to want to take most of that water out. And I've seen people cause major damage when they are blow drying their hair simply because you begin to manipulate your hair while it is still wet. So this is a very important point, and you guys are going to want to hear this. When you are blow drying your hair should be at least 70% dry before you begin to add a comb or a brush to your hair. This is going to reduce your breakage by nearly 50%. You begin manipulating your hair while it is wet, causes major breakage because our hair is 10 times weaker when water is on our hair. So if you are blow drying your hair, I need you guys to make sure that your hair, you are just using the blow dryer and you are just moving your hair to get it at least 70% dry. And that is before you begin to add that comb in or that brush in your hair. The drier your hair is with the blow dryer, before you begin to comb or brush, the better results you're going to get from your hair and the least amount of breakage that you guys are going to experience. So that is a very important point when blow drying your hair. Get it 70% dry and you will change the amount of breakage that you see in your comb or in your brush. And that is what we are looking to do, right? So we are focused on healthier hair in 2021, and that is what I'm trying to help you guys achieve. So I will be bringing more and more of this information that helps you guys achieve the results of healthy, shiny hair that you guys are looking for. So that is all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this Fact Friday again. I am wishing you guys a happy, happy new year. I know it's going to be amazing 2021. I have nothing but good things I'm expecting from this year. So thank you guys for checking me out. Make sure you guys are following all my pages. That's the Body Emporium on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you guys follow my Locksmith 2020. And also Locksmith oil. It'll be hitting the website as soon as possible, and you guys will be able to order the best, most amazing product that you'll ever want to use on your locks. I mean, you're talking about moisture and maximum growth, and it doesn't get any better than this. So again, guys, I'm Courtney Owens with the Body Emporium, and thank you guys for joining me here on another fabulous Fact Friday, and Happy New Year, guys.